a couple weeks ago, I had a horrible week. I mean, like, one of the worst weeks that I've had in a long time. After I was doing really good, I was on top of everything, I was super consistent. And it was all because I just made a couple of silly mistakes and let it get to me mentally. And it kind of snowballed and spilled over into the rest of my days. And then those days turned into like a whole week. Luckily, I reeled it in after that. Kind of because I had to. I felt like I had no choice. But it's crazy how like just one bad day or one test of your willpower can completely mess up something you had going on. Whenever you're on like a hot streak and you're doing really good and everything is going your way, a lot of people like to say as soon as you start saving some money, as soon as things get good, your car start making a weird noise or something crazy has to just happen. You know, things are a little bit too good right now. I know something bad is cooking up. A lot of people say things like that. And I wouldn't see it as you just getting unlucky, like the universe just giving you the middle finger. I more so see it as like, you know, a test of your willpower, a heat check. You know, just because you got to throw up a hard shot doesn't mean that you can't make it. You just got to throw up a hard shot. Not everything's going to be a layup. Not everything's going to be easy. You know, no day is the same, even if it feels like it is. Nothing's ever going to be the same and nothing's perfect. And you got to be willing to accept that. And whenever you have those days where it isn't perfect or it isn't very good, it's just life kind of reminding you of that. So when I had that really bad week, it spilled over because I thought like, oh man, I was doing so good every single day. And then I had one bad day and I'm like, man, it's over now. You know, the streak is over. I'm gonna just have to wait until it picks back up again and I get lucky. And that's the problem. You don't want to think about it as luck. If you're on a streak and you're doing something over and over and over again, you're not getting lucky. You're in a flow state. That is you doing it. That is not just luck. Luck will only take you so far. It doesn't help you get anywhere long term. And even if it does get you like a nice little streak or whatever, if you get heat checked, how you respond to that is going to dictate whether you've been just getting lucky or you actually know what you're doing. If you go your whole life letting one bad day or one little mitigating factor keep you from staying consistent, then you're gonna be cooked, you know, overall. Like it's gonna be no good. When you're painting a picture, it's easy to look at one bad brushstroke or one mistake instead of looking at the piece of art that you made in the end. And more than likely, nobody's gonna really see the bad brushstroke, or if they do, it's not gonna matter because the painting as a whole is beautiful. So when you get tested on something like that, you know, you don't just want to be like, oh man, it's all bad, let me throw the painting away, or let me just stop right here and try again another time, or I'll redo it completely. It's just like, okay, I messed up a little bit, it's cool, I'll just paint over it, or I'll just work around it. It doesn't mean that you just scrap the whole project. So just remember that whenever you met with a hurdle, instead of being mad that you can't walk through it, just jump over it.